There is a version of a mortgage broker who gets replaced by AI, and then there's a version who becomes almost irreplaceable to compete with because of it. You see, the difference between these two people is not talent, experience, or how long they've been in the industry. It comes down to one very specific thing. I'm going to tell you exactly what that is in this video. But first, let's be honest about what's actually happening, okay? AI is already inside this industry. It's already being used to assess affordability, process applications, match borrowers to products, and automate the admin that is used to take brokers hours. Now that's not coming, it's here. And if you're sitting back thinking the qualification protects you, it really doesn't, okay? Not on its own anyway. What protects you is something completely different, and it's something AI cannot replicate, no matter how good it gets. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear picture of what AI can and can't do in the mortgage industry right now, which parts of the brokering jobs are genuinely at risk, and most importantly, what you need to build to make yourself relevant, valuable, and irreplaceable for the long term. This isn't about being anti-technology, not at all. It's about being smart about where your value actually lives. So let's start with what's real. AI is genuinely good at certain things inside the mortgage process. It can scan a client's financial profile and cross-reference it against hundreds of lenders' criteria in seconds. It can do that. It can flag the most suitable products based on income, deposit, credit history, property type. It can automate application chasing, generate suitability letters. It can even process documents faster and way more accurately than any human could do it manually. Some of the biggest lenders and comparison platforms in the UK are already using AI tools to streamline the early stages of that mortgage journey. Now, the gap between a borrower finding a product online and submitting an application, though, is getting smaller and smaller. This process is going to get faster, and the amount of human involvement required for a straightforward case is shrinking significantly. So yes, the transactional mechanical parts of the job are under pressure. If your entire value proposition is that you can find the right product and fill in the forms, that proposition is getting weaker every single year. Not because you're doing it badly, by the way, just because a machine can do it faster, cheaper, and without taking a lunch break, which inevitably means you're going to lose out. And that's the honest picture, because here's what that picture leaves out. What first-time buyers sitting at their kitchen table on a Sunday night, anxious, overwhelmed, staring at the mortgage calculator that just told them that their monthly payments is going to be way higher than they expected, does not need an algorithm. They need a person who can look at them in the eye or get them on a call and say, hey, look, here's what this actually means for you. Here's why it still makes sense for you. Here's what we do next. That moment, the moment of real human anxiety around a significant financial decision, is not a data problem. It's a trust problem. And trust is built between people, not between a person and a piece of software. No matter how much people are going to tell you that's going to happen, it won't. The mortgage process for most clients is one of the most stressful financial experiences of their lives. They're not just buying a product, they are making a decision that affects where they live, what they feel, what they owe, how secure their family feels. The emotions in that process are very real and they're significant. And the broker who can sit inside that emotional reality with a client, who can reassure, guide, and challenge assumptions and make someone feel genuinely looked after, they're going to be doing something that no AI can ever touch. There's also the complexity question. You see, AI is good at straightforward cases: clean income, standard employment, good credit, mainstream lenders, run the numbers, match criteria, submit the application, fine, done. But the self-employed clients with 3 years of accounts that don't tell the whole story, the clients going through a divorce with complicated asset splits, the first-time buyer with gifted deposits and complex family arrangements, the client who's been declined twice and doesn't understand why. These cases require judgment, and they require the ability to look at a messy human situation, understand what a lender actually needs to see, and construct a case that works. That's not a process that you can automate. It's a skill you can build through experience, and it's getting more and more valuable as AI takes over the simple cases, and it leaves the complex ones to you. I want to be direct about this because it's important. The brokers who get replaced by AI is not a bad person or a bad advisor. They're just a commodity. They compete on speed and product access. The same thing AI does better than them. They don't have a clear positioning. They don't have a standout client experience. They don't create content that builds trust before someone even picks up the phone to contact them. They're invisible until someone actually needs a mortgage. And at that point, they are one of many options the client is considering. That broker is vulnerable, not immediately, not next year, but over the next 5 to 10 years As AI tools become more accessible and clients become more comfortable using them for straightforward cases, commodity brokers are going to lose relevance. The volume of easy cases that kept them busy gets absorbed by technology, and there's nothing underneath to replace it. The broker who is safe, and more than safe, who actually benefits from AI, is the one who has built something that technology can't replicate: a genuine relationship with a specific audience type, a reputation for looking after people exceptionally well, a clear identity that makes clients choose them before they've even had a conversation. That broker still uses AI as a tool, but not as a threat. They let it handle the admin, the document processing, the criteria matching, and they take the time that frees up and they put it back into the human side of the job. The conversations, the follow-ups, the content, the relationships. They get more done without working more hours. And the experience they deliver to clients gets better, not worse. Technology does not replace them, it amplifies them. And this is why positioning matters so much right now. Because if you're a broker who clearly is serving a specific type of client, who has a reputation in that space, who creates content that builds trust over time, AI is not your competition. It's your infrastructure. But if you are a generalist competing on product access and turnaround time, the window to change open right now. But it won't stay open indefinitely. So what do you do about it? Well, there are three things. That's all this comes down to. First, build trust before the first conversation. That means content, so videos, posts, whatever format works for you. It needs to show your thinking, addresses your client's real fears, and gives people a reason to choose you specifically before they've even spoken to you. AI cannot build that relationship. Only you can. Second is own the complex cases. Get good at the situations that algorithms just really struggle with. Self-employed clients, adverse credit, complex income structures, unusual property types. These cases are harder. They take more time and more skill, and they become more valuable as AI removes the easy work from the market. Third thing is make your client experience unmistakable. Proactive communication, clear expectations, proper follow-up, genuinely care about the outcome, not because it's a nice thing to do, because it generates repeat business and referrals that no comparison website or AI tool can produce. Clients who feel genuinely looked after, they don't shop around for the next time, okay? They come straight back to you. The brokers who build these three things are not competing with AI, they're operating in a completely different lane to AI. See, AI is not the threat that most brokers think it is. The real threat is being generic in a market that's getting better at handling generic. The brokers who struggle will not be the ones who can't use technology, they're the ones who've never built anything that technology can't replace. Build your trust, own your complexity, look after your clients like nobody else. Do those three things and AI makes your career easier, not shorter. If this was useful, subscribe. I put out content like this all the time for mortgage advisors who want to build something that lasts. If you're thinking about where AI fits into your business right now, drop it in the comments. I'll give you a straightforward answer. The future belongs to the brokers who are human on purpose.